Oh wow. Afternoon everybody. It's us. Ahoy hoy. And boy howdy it's raining. I was joking to my mum about an hour ago. She was saying it was raining really hard around their way. And I was joking to my mum about like, no, it's not raining here, everything's lovely. And then about 30 seconds after I'd sent a text message explaining that, it began absolutely honking it down. Yes, bird, let's go over here, come on. So fortunately we were undercover, but still. Hey mum. Oh, we're undercover, we're dry. So we're dry out here, so it's okay. Besides, I've got my best waterproof coat on as well, so. Hey bird. Where should we put the phone? We'll put the phone there, look, there we go. Sophie, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah, I know, they're great, aren't they? I love a little breeze. Sophie, what you doing? Oh, you go for a gronk then, and I pulled away. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, super heart, thank you. So yeah, we're undercover. We're in the yeah, that's right. No bad weather, only bad clothing. Boy, I've got some bad clothing, but it is. So here we're undercover. This is like the breakfast/bedroom bar, and this is where Sophie sits when it's raining and she's not interested in what we're doing. Because if she was interested in what we're doing, she'd be over there in the other dry undercover bit, like where the nest normally is. But today she has no ability. Whoop, hang on, I nearly dropped the phone then. Whoop, hang on, stop. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was nearly bad. The soup kitchen, like it. So yeah, this is the bit she sits where she's not fussed about what we're doing. She just wants to like have a quiet day in the rain, which, you know, pretty chill. This roof is also slightly less noisy for some reason. The perspex that covers this bit of the roof doesn't make quite as much like bang 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 noises when the rain hits it. Bird, what do you think? Well, we're pretty much as much under the tree here as we are over in the living room. It's just it's a pretty big tree, but yeah, it just seems to be. There's a wild somewhere. There's a wild barking. Well, the one good thing about this rain is it stopped the builders in their tracks across the road. So there's that. There we go. Yeah, the bald patches in her neck and all that. Yeah. You see why you're all scrunched up? Yeah. What? Got a mission to make today. The Loli stick that I've used, well, the tongue depressor that I've used every breecast for easily a year. The one with like Sophie's Twitter name and Sophie's, like, if you prefer, you can Google Sophie the Magpie. I broke it yesterday. I put it in my back trouser pocket and sat down, and my big fat stupid bum broke it. So today we've got a new one. We've got a brand new one with the same things on it, but F in chat for the you plum. F in chat for the Loli stick. it's one of those, yeah. So, I mean, fortunately, I've got a big box of them, and I only write on them with a Sharpie. But still, yeah, that lolly stick, that had been the lolly stick for easily a year, probably 18 months. And me being a big fat idiot broke it. Okay, so we're not deciding where we're sitting then, are we? No kissing. Do you know what, gang? I think it's actually slowing down the rain. Auction off for charity. What doing? Hey? What do you think? What do you reckon, Bird? Hey? Yeah. My big fat stupid human bum. The stupid thing is as well, such is the size of my big fat stupid bum, I didn't realise I had done it straight away until I put my hand in my back pocket. I've like felt something in my back pocket and went, oh, what's that? And I jabbed my hand into like broken bits of, I think it's beech or something, where the wood is, just like, oh, well, so, yeah. So if it makes you feel any better, I cut my hand a little bit on it, so there is so there is such a thing as cosmic justice. But it's weird, I am one of those people that can't do any outdoor projects without cutting my hands once. There is like a ceremonial cutting of my hand, it seems. Like every time I've done like any aviary work, every time I've done when I did the catio floor and that kind of thing, only cut my hand once, but I always put at least one little cut in my hand. The blood sacrifice. It's never like a great big cut, but I always sort of go, I need to get a plaster on that. And then once I've done it, that's out of the way. Then I can just put a plaster on, put a glove over the plaster, and I'm back in business for the rest of the day. But yeah, you can guarantee. I remember when I used to play in a band, I cut my left hand like a couple of days before a gig. I really properly cut my hand before a gig, and it was and that was fun. And yeah, it was one of those things where I must admit that I know you're not supposed to do it, but I dried it off, if you like. I cleaned it out, dried it off, and then super glued it shut. And it seemed like a good idea at the time, and I was able to play bass for that gig, and everything was perfectly okay. But I did learn not to do that. Let's say that I did learn to not close wounds with normal, off-the-shelf, Loctite super glue. When you go to the emergency room and they close cuts with glue, it is a different type of glue. Oh, bless, thank you. Yeah, it worked fine. I was careful to clean the wound. And it wasn't a massive cut, but it was a decent cut. It was a cut that if I didn't do something about it, I would have struggled to play bass. And yeah, cleaned the wound out, made sure didn't have any bits of wood, I think it was, in there. And yeah, closed it up. Only like a couple of drops of super glue. It's not like I poured half a bottle of it into the cut or something and carried on regardless. But yeah, we've established that I am an idiot. I think we've established that quite early on. And yeah, it does work though. It 100% works. But you end up with a really weird, not so much a scar, but you end up with a really weird cut on your hand that people stare at. One of those things where people are talking to you and they're like looking at the thing on your hand while they're talking to you, and you can see that their brain's going, what's wrong with that kid's hand? What's wrong? She is, yeah, she's looking tons better. Now all of her stubble's coming out, she's starting to get a bit of coverage. And she is looking really, really loads better. She's still super scraggy, but she is looking better. And it's starting to coalesce as well. Isn't it? It's starting to get a do. Yeah, you can buy super glue remover, and I think I've got a pot of it somewhere. But like one of my favourite tips is if you glue anything together with hot glue, that's hot glue is great. Hot glue is pretty good at gluing like plastic to plastic and that kind of thing. But you can remove it with IPA. You can like dab on a little bit of like pure alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, onto hot glue, and it doesn't dissolve the glue. It just breaks the bond between it and the plastic. And it's, yeah, hot glue is great for plastic to plastic, because you can, if you make a mistake or you change your mind like a few hours later, just like a little dribble of IPA on it, wait a couple of seconds, and it just falls off. It's fantastic. No. What doing, bird? It's still raining. Oh yeah, it's slowed down quite a lot since we started. Yeah, IPA, pale ale. Yeah, it's slowed down quite a lot from when we first came on. But oh yeah, it's still raining. It's still raining. Yeah, it's a surprisingly handy way of getting hot glue off surfaces, especially if you weren't paying attention with the glue gun and it got a bit stringy and the strings got everywhere and stuff. Yeah, it's really good. I forget who told me that. I picked it up from like an Adam Savage video or something, but yeah, really, really handy. Actually, it does work. All right. Do you mean acetone or some other like nail polish remover? Because acetone's violently unpleasant stuff. The fact that people put it on their fingernails to remove polish is terrifying to me, because I've seen it like eat through plastic. I've seen it like turn. Yeah, I would imagine it's not great to put in cuts. I would imagine getting acetone in a cut's very refreshing. Yeah, I think there is. Yeah, I think there is a whole bunch of people who know things. Yeah. I put some acetone on something to clean it off. It was a like a polycarbonate case for a game for a PSP. That's what it was. I had like a hard plastic outdoor case for it, sort of thing, and I cleaned it with acetone, and it just stopped being a piece of plastic anymore and just became like this like lumpy blob. It's really unpleasant. Hand sanitizer. Yeah, I am super tired of getting hand sanitizer and all the little cuts on my hand, all the little hang-naily cuts and things on my hands. Yeah, I've had enough of getting hand sanitizer in that. Oh, we're off. Hang on. Where are we going? See, you keep going out into the rain. I don't want to be out in the rain. Oh, I thought you were going to poo. I see, I can tell when she's going to poo. I've got bird poo radar. What are you doing, bird? What? See now, Biggles Max is doing some more passes, but you can't see him because the cloud is so low. Yeah, acetone's, as a chemical, it's really violent. It's really, yeah. In it. There we go. That was the thing, wasn't it? Good. Sophie. So yeah, as you can see, like her belly is starting to come back together. She's nearly got her bib sorted. She's got a few stray feathers here and there. Still hasn't come to a decision about that tail feather, because it's shorter than the one on the other side as well. Oh, hang on, soup check. Oh, she's adding ingredients. She's just added some kibble to it. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice and doesn't smell terrible or anything. See, I think that's actually got a couple of pieces of liver floating in it as well. Yeah, it has. There's a couple of chunks of raw liver in there as well. Yeah, I think I'll move directly to the main course. Actually, I don't think I want a starter. I think I don't want to fill up on starters, because otherwise I'll spoil me dinner. Nasty, really nasty. That's what you are, nasty bird. Gross. still got loads of waxy pin feathers though. I mean, she's got tons of wax to scritch off. Yeah. Take care of that joke, it's an antique. What do you reckon, bird? Oh, she's starting to look brighter as well. She's starting to look brighter in herself. Like her body language isn't quite so grumpy. Is it? Hey bird. You do get quite grumpy when she's molting. She gets quite grumpy and a bit down, you know. You can see in her body language, like she's not as expressive in her body language as she normally is. You can see just like, oh, I don't care. What's the point? sort of shape. Right, come on, bird. Let's get the new Loli stick out. First time out for the brand new Loli stick. Ready? Okay, here we go. Thanks for coming, gang. I know I say this every day, but I do appreciate you turning up to spend some time with us. If you've just stumbled across this on Periscope, look how clean it is. Look how clean and easy to read it is. It's my best handwriting and everything. Yeah. If you just stumbled across this on Periscope and you'd like to follow us on Twitter, Sophie's Twitter handle is @bree. Or if you prefer, you can Google Sophie the Magpie. Cool. Okay, you hang out, hold on to it for a second. So cheers, gang, and we'll see you tomorrow for another micro bree. Bye for now.